Hey guys, how's it going? Master Bucks here. Welcome to the final episode of Season 1 in the Creator Club Career Mode. We have got several games coming up here. Tranmere Rovers, we've got Doncaster, Bolton, Portsmouth, pretty decent games, but Fleetwood Town at home, that is the game that we get to lift up the trophy, and we finish the season with Southend away as well. So these will be the final games that we play of the season. The title is of course already won. We are going to get through the rest of the games this season, and then after we do that, we're going to start looking at transfers, potentially on if we sell Ashley Fletcher, and maybe a few other moves as well. I could definitely do with maybe bringing in some slightly higher rated, better scouts, that is for damn sure. Not just for the Global Transfer Network, but also for my youth academy. Because Harrison Robinson and Barry Walsh have not exactly delivered. I'm very disappointed in Harrison Robinson, that's for sure. Barry Walsh, for his stats, I guess I can't really complain with. I signed up for what I got, but not for this guy. But I'm legit going to sim all the first 3 games of this episode and then play the final 3, I reckon. We start off with a 1-0 win against Tranmere, Hunter scoring early, and then had to be Ryan Sweeney to go and grab an injury. Thankfully, only a 3-day one. He'll be back hopefully for even the next game. And there's been an agreement from VfB Stuttgart for $10 million for Ashley Fletcher. He's valued at about $8 million. So considering that he wants to go and I'm having my manager rating go down as a result, and we've already got Hunter number 1 spot, I think we can make this happen. 10 million I reckon is a pretty decent amount for a 24-year-old 71 rated guy who maybe can grow a little bit higher rated than this, but maybe high 70s max. So I'll take that. Hanover as well are still looking to grab him as well. They might even beat that offer, but 10 million I can accept. We also have another game, Doncaster in League 1. These guys are not really doing all too great themselves. There was an injury, thankfully not to one of mine. And then we ended up getting another victory, 3-1. Sule Kaikai scored, and then I'm assuming he took his shirt off in celebration because he immediately got a yellow card afterward. I maybe forgot to mention it too, but Charlie Adam is also leaving on a pre-contract despite the fact that we weren't really renewing his contract regardless. So he is off. He's found a new club. Good to see as we continue training up both Hunter and Travers. Travers is this close to a 72 overall. And honestly, the race for the most improved player award between Hunter and Mark Travers is so close. Hunter has gone up by 8, Travers has gone up by 6, but who knows? If Hunter keeps going the way he's going to win it. But Travers is maybe in still with a shot. If he surges late, he could maybe tie Hunter at least. But they are the standouts. As we move over to the last game we'll sim of the day, it's against Bolton, who are a decent side. They're in 5th place. We'll see if we can manage it. If we win this game too, by the way, that takes us, or even if we draw it, to 100 points for the season. God damn, that'd be something. Last game that we sim ever of this season, and we get a 3-1 win as a result of it. A few yellow cards, but no injuries, no red, no suspensions, no nothing. We come out clean with goals to Tofolo, Kaikai, and Tom Ince. Tom Ince getting that goal, by the way, now has him 5 away from Taylor with 3 games to go. But look at Ryan Kent now really starting to come into the picture. He's still 5 goals away from Tom Ince, so he probably won't catch him and overtake him as at least our highest goal scorer in League 1. But I don't know if Tom Ince is going to be able to catch Taylor. He'd need to have an impeccable final few games. But as we look at the stats, we've got Tom Ince now with 19 goals, still our leading goal scorer of the season. Hunter and Ryan Kent are on 14 goals each, tied at the moment. Ryan Kent has now, by the way, gone and done exactly what Tom Davies has done, and being only one of 2 players in our team to have double-digit goals and assists for the season. And Sule Kaikai isn't too far off of maybe potentially entering that club as well. These last few games could very well potentially decide who ends up, I don't know, in the eyes of you guys, in my eyes, who ends up being our player of the season, or who you're going to vote for, or at least who I'm going to vote for, because even I am not sure at this point. I'm really not. There are 5 players that genuinely could win it. And oh my goodness me, Fletcher has indeed been sold to, who were they again? It was, Stuttgart for 10 million, and we get 7 million allocated for it. Of course, it's not actually going to show up in the budget, sadly, until we finally hit, the brand new transfer window, which is unfortunate. But, well, that's still 7 million. That'll hopefully be added to our budget next season, which is pretty decent. I'm going with my strongest starting 11, minus Kaikai, who's just way too tired compared to everyone else in the team. Even my front 3 are a bit gassed, but Kaikai was on another level. So Edwards will start then in that position. Everyone else apart from Dest is the same as well. We've got Fusi starting at right back. I really should maybe start training up my backup fullbacks, I reckon. I might maybe switch up the drills to end the season. But this is the first game of the day. Portsmouth and Masters FC. The third to last game of the season. We are coming to Fratton Park for this game in League One. One of only real stadiums that's in the game in this division. Portsmouth were in a decent position to get themselves up at least into the top 6, but now they've kind of fallen out of it. So it's a very big game for them. For us, it's just a bit of a run around, try to boost our players' stats up a bit. We will see how we get on in this one, but Portsmouth, one of the bigger clubs in League One, arguably maybe the biggest, they are up there. So we are going underway. Floated that one in. And now Hunter. Oh, evades one. And oh, what a save from their keeper. I thought Hunter was about to grab another one. Richie Tao. Cut this one across the face of goal. Oh, I didn't know how that's got through. But Hunter has got the first of the day finally. Knows what's coming and converts. It's another one for him in the league. Tao he picked it off, but he couldn't get rid of it. Now Fusi clears, again, straight to one of theirs. I'm not fucking surprised. We are actually having to hold on right at the last seconds here. This is a bad ball in. I'll just fucking get rid of it. Sort it out, man. That is so shit. It's honestly, like, goal scoring I don't seem to have too big a problem with. Every game, I mean, I am on legendary difficulty, so I guess it is a little easier for me. But I swear, just defensive fucking shenanigans nearly every second game. With Edwards taking a nice little touch. Lay that one off. Into the middle. If Edwards wants to get going again. Pass it across. Oh, and it's a repeat. It's Edwards across the face of goal. And Hunter giving us the lead. Hunter's getting those tap-ins right now. A great little burst of pace from Edwards. And again, the cut across the face of goal. Because this keeper's been doing too well on actual genuine attempts on goal. We just have to sort it out. We just have to sort out our striker with an absolute empty net. He is putting them away. I mean, yeah, sure, these are all tap-ins right now anyway, but 12 now in the league, and I wonder if, with only 3 games to go, is there a shot? He only needs, like, maybe 3 or 4 more goals to tie in for our season total. Oh, dear. And again, it's a hat-trick of assists and goals. Hunter with 3. Edwards with 3 assists of his own as well. And they've all been, every goal we've scored today, the bloody same. Slipping in Edwards, letting him cut it back for our man, Hunter, who makes his move and just goes where he needs to be, goes to where the space is, and this time fires it, just so nice and perfectly into the corner. It's, what a day. What a day. That is actually the first hat-trick I have ever scored myself. It's not the first hat-trick in Masters FC history. We've got 1 or 2 in sim games, but Hunter exploding into life. They've all pretty much been tap-ins, but a hat-trick is a hat-trick. Sharpness. Back stick. Hunter. Oh my God, he's got 4. What is it going to finish as? This is turning into, honestly, one of Hunter's best ever days, and he scored all 4 of his goals from a combined, like, 20 feet out. These have been insane. He's just popping up where he needs to be. Like, how many of his goals will have come within the 6-yard box? We're going to have to count them. They may have all, apart from 1. We are witnessing the future of the game right here, potentially. The future of the club, that's for sure. Hunter. I love how Pedro Jesus, right? He takes so long to really start getting amongst the goals, but Hunter does not fuck around. He is not wasting any time. Fusi. Oh, down the wing again. Could be another one. We're not going to get it for Hunter this time. Oh, no. Yes, no. Oh! Oh, what a horrific own goal. It's not Portsmouth Day at all. I wanted Hunter's 5th. I got something even better. Look at this. Let me see. The volley, it just... What, I need to see it in slow motion. The shot, the block, goes off of the feet of... Oh my God, the keeper's just gone and spazzed out and put it in his own net. Man, you've had you made some boss saves, honestly, Craig, mate. And now you've just gone and conceded an own goal. I feel sorry for him. I'll play it short and hope for something. Brown. Where is Hunter? I can't actually see him. I can't... Oh, I think I do see him now, but it's a bit... Yeah, it's getting a bit late. I'm just going to whip across in and hope for a miracle. Or a bicycle kick even. Oh, my God. FIFA 19, who knows? Maybe you get solid contact on that, and it could potentially have gone in. But, no, unfortunately not. Whatever, it's still a 4-goal performance from Hunter Hunter. I am astounded by this man. I know that every one of his goals were just straight up tap-ins, but what a day out. If you look at the goals and where they came from, you can see that they literally all came. 3 of his goals came from the exact same spot in the 6-yard box, and then the other goal that he got came from just outside the 6-yard box. So let's say that 3 of his goals came from 4 yards out, and the other one came from was maybe 7 or 8 yards out, we'll say. Combined, what would that be? 4, 8, 12, 18. It's basically 20 yards for every... It's 5 yards out for each goal. My man Hunter Hunter scored 4 goals within a combined distance of 20 feet, an average of 5 feet out each time. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I know that's got... he is a superstar. Already, he's a superstar. What would his value be at this point? I don't even know. We were expecting a more competitive match. I bloody hell I was. As a matter of fact, I think for the next 2 games, I'm bumping it up to Ultimate. I'm preparing myself for the championship. But, no challenge? Yeah, well, let's be honest. We won 5-1. We've just gotten an update that Craig Gardner is going to be leaving as well. We have got our final monthly scouting updates. We've also got the Manager of the Month award. So get in. I think that's well deserved. But yeah, our final scout reports, and Gardner is leaving to go to Hull City at the end of the season. This is the final batch of results from Ireland. Fitzpatrick, the value is not great. The overall looks okay. The potential is not great. I'm now only looking at potential. Here we go. We got a 91 max potential for McGuinness. Value is, maybe. I think just for that, I'll sign him up. But is there anybody else with a decent potential? Doesn't look good. And finally in England, again, I'm only looking at potential and I don't see much. I see 80, 81, 88 is probably the best for Jamie Cooper, who we found last season. Value, I suppose, is okay. Looks like he's going to end up being a centre-back, maybe a right-back, but Jamie Cooper, we can sign him. Everyone else, I think, is probably not really going to cut it. That means our youth academy looks like this. Of course, Casey Walsh, our 6'9", 14-year-old, unbelievable. We have Jamie Cooper, who has a value of 220k, but the overall of 52 is not incredible. Potential-wise is okay. Staunton maybe could break through. Isaac Edwards, not a great value, but good potential. That's great to see. Harvey Robinson is maybe not going to look out to be that great. Neither is O'Neill. Fitzpatrick's a bit underwhelming. McGuinness hopefully could grow and get a good potential. Curran's probably I'm just going to promote and then sell straight away. McGuinness looking okay with that potential, but early days still. Bradley Hill, he's like borderline, really, I reckon. I want most of my players to have minimum 70 potential. Anything onwards from that, I'm reasonably okay with. And then Jordan Richardson as well is another player that we're taking a look at. But honestly, it's not the greatest. I could definitely do with some better scouts for sure. And with, you know, something like 3/4 of a mil in the bank left over, I'm definitely going to try to use that if I can to improve my scouts, but I don't really know how many great scouts I can find for that much money. Well, either way, this is the last game that we are going to play with our starting 11, our strongest starting 11. We want to hopefully win this game. We're going to play it on ultimate difficulty, but regardless of what happens at the end of this, whether we lose 10-0 or whatever, we are lifting up the League One Cup. Fingers crossed, despite moving up to Ultimate, we can still get the job done and that goals can still flow nice and freely. And if that is the case and we get the win, and we're lifting up the trophy under the best circumstances possible, I will take it. Come on. We still want to finish with as many points in the league as we can. We're looking like we're going to finish like 108 or something. Just a mental number. But regardless of the result, today is Coronation Day for Masters FC. For the first time, we're going to see these boys lift up a trophy. And you know that hopefully there will be many, many more to come in the future. Hunter Hunter will begin the game for us, the penultimate game of the League One season, and we are about to get underway with it. Here we go. Nice ball down the wing. Tom Ince. Oh my goodness, into the middle. And then Kai. Go the whole way, Richie Towell. Oh, the woodwork denies us the opening goal. Jesus Christ, you can immediately see just how insanely sharp the movements of the players become the second you flick over to Ultimate. There is hopefully not too big a divide, but I can just immediately tell with just their ball control and everything. But getting the defender to fall over like that is going to be a big help. Kai's through here. Still getting fucking chased though. Unbelievable. That is the difference. Ultimate difficulty and their fucking pace advantage. I swear that everyone just turns into a goddamn monster pace-wise. And Hunter getting bumped off of the ball. Oh, please, go quick. I saw that late, but we are maybe going to get Hunter away here. The stop and turn. Little pass there. Oh, fucking kidding me. You are fucking kidding me. Oh my God, I can't help but feel like we'd scored 2 or 3 goals by now if it wasn't for this fucking difficulty. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know how I'm going to fucking do this series on Ultimate, man. It's just insane. It is actually fucking insane. Oh my God. The only solace I'm taking is the fact that I didn't adjust the sliders for Ultimate difficulty the way that you should play it with. Just because in the state that it's in now, it's a fucking joke with literally every player having 99 everything the second you switch over. Where's the... Oh my God. You are actually fucking kidding me. I'm spamming B. How are none of my players able to win fucking headers at the moment? They don't get an awful lot of crosses in hitting their targets, but the second there's a contested ball there, it's just like fucking forget about it. They are incapable. Sweeney, no. Deganek, no. Just fucking forget it, man. Oh dear. I have been fucking miles better. I have been miles better than Fleetwood. They are 2-0 up, and it's just a fucking joke. I can't go for Ryan Kent just yet, unfortunately. Hunter. Kent, you were offside there, mate. You're really not you're not helping yourself or me with your positioning there at all. But there's finally the first. Kai's got it. And we are hopefully back on track to getting at least a result on Coronation Day. I was nervous with Ryan Kent. His movement off the ball wasn't the best it could have been, but he eventually got into position to cut it across the face of goal. Sule Kai smashing it in with the keeper coming, but no, well placed. Oh, fucking hell! What is that? I am fucking spamming to pass this out. Milos Deganek puts his feet out to take a fucking touch or something. No, I'm not trying to get you to control it in the box. Why are you not trying to clear it, pass it out, or do something? Why are you doing that? Why are you fucking doing that shit? Are you kidding me? What is that? I've never conceded an own goal like that. And it's not actually been given to me as an own goal. It's clearly an own goal. I mean, I guess in a way, Mackay's cross could have been considered on target, but it's clearly an own goal. And I don't know how the fuck that has happened. I've never honestly conceded a goal quite like that. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking. Oh, Deganek, I'm not doing these. Deganek is doing this shit by himself. That clearance, it's not, I swear, what the fuck, man? Okay, what happened? First, they're trying to flick it over my head. That is a block from Deganek that just goes up into the fucking air and straight Rossetier. That is a just touch. I promise that is not me passing it or trying to clear it or anything. But even if it is, how in the fuck is it bouncing up just so weirdly and awkwardly, yet so perfectly into the feet of the opposition? I have never been fucking fucked over and molested as much as I have in a fucking game of FIFA like this has. And it's coming on the day I lift up the trophy. Are you kidding me, man? He's gonna get there first, is he? No. Fucking. Just pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Well, I'm not happy that I am going to lose on the day I fucking... Jesus Christ. It's... I've never actually seen my players play this badly before. How can't they complete the simplest of passes and the simplest of tackles? And they're taking fucking touches and conceding own goal. The second I got ultimate difficulty, they turned into this. Fucking hell. Well, my players have had their worst ever performance. Probably the worst performance in Masters FC history. It's astounding how the second I've gone to ultimate difficulty, they have turned into complete fucking useless sacks of shit. Deganek has had a fucking mare. It's really been bizarre. But I'm just going to move on and forget about the result because we could have lost this game by 8 goals. It still wouldn't change the fucking fact. Oh, we blocked something on the goal line. Good stuff, even though we can't win a header. Oh, dearie me. At least it doesn't change the simple fact that we are League One champions, and no result is going to stop the party, regardless of how bad it is. Look, they're the ones that are pissed off despite winning 4-1. We're the ones that are in jubilation and celebration. Anticlimactic, but that game didn't even happen. As far as I'm concerned, we just ran out on the pitch 2 minutes ago and we're starting to celebrate. Our captain for the first season, Richie Tao, will have the honours of lifting up the League One trophy. We have been absolutely dominant aside from a handful of losses that we've taken, and today we won't speak of. But let's just focus on this. League One champions, we're up into the championship, and I cannot wait for Season 2 to get underway, to continue to build this team and to continue to take them as far up as I possibly can. The TMB Arena gets to see its first piece of silverware. This is history. Masters FC's first ever trophy. Yes, it is the 3rd division title. You know that they're going to get, hopefully, more and more and more impressive as we go along, but there's nothing quite like your first. Anyway, as I mentioned, I was going to switch up the drills. Hunter's now only just getting the Adept Attacking Scenarios drill. Brown and Oakley Booth keep theirs, and Glennon and Fusi are both going to get the Race Against the Clock drill just to work on their pace and their on-ball ability, which is super important for me and my team if you're going to be a fullback. We'll keep giving those same players the same drill for the rest of the season, and then when the new season comes through, we'll switch it up. But if we can win the next game, we will finish with 108 points and maybe potentially... Oh, speaking of Manfred, no, Oxford United, Shrewsbury and Bolton, they have played their last games of the season. Wow. So Oxford United are going to come up with us to the championship, and there are some teams that have played all from 46 games and some that haven't. So Blackpool could maybe climb up a little higher. Burton Albion are actually in some real danger because Bristol Rovers have played 2 games less than them, and they only are a point away. So Bristol Rovers are probably going to end up in the top 6 and knock Burton Albion down. We'll have to look at the table at the end of the season. It's not going to get any easier for me either, because this last game against Southend United, the last game of the season, I'm playing with my very heavily rotated second team. Just some players that we didn't maybe see featured too much this season. Just guys I want to maybe say goodbyes to. Charlie Adam and Craig Gardner, they're going to be leaving, as too will Fletcher. So I want to give those guys a good run around for the fans and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. We'll play the second team. Results finished. Even if, you know, someone had a really big day out for player of the season purposes, I don't know at this point if it's going to change too much because it's just still so close. Hopefully Fletcher might be able to bag one last final goal before he heads over to Germany to play for Stuttgart for sure. But can we finish off with a win after, you know, the very disappointing result last time out? All right, with the second string from ultimate or on ultimate difficulty, this I need to be super focused for. I might not commentate as much. With the second string, it could be a bad day if I let it. Brown, what a touch. Oh, that is a bloody quick move there. Can Brown get back into position to score? Maybe I'll just try to go the whole way myself with Ashley Fletcher. Why are we letting this man go? What a strike that is. Thank you very much for the memories, albeit just one season's worth. Genuinely was looking at Brown that whole time, but in the end I'm like, nah, let's just go and pop it into the side netting. That had a defender coming to close down and block it as well. It somehow, oh my god, it went past his shoulder. That is fortunate, but what a shot. Into the middle. Oakley Booth, fucking Jesus Christ. That didn't feel like the amount that he got hit resulted or deserved that big a reaction that he just lost the ball like it. And now, I'm in the way with Milligan, still in the way. Not really. Now, oh my god, what a save by Rose. That whole attack was fucking stupid. They shouldn't have had it because Oakley Booth just had to go and fucking after getting a little bump to the side. But what a save. Fucking shit. Mark Milligan, the Aussie, has gone and equalised in this one. Second the ball comes in, I see he has front position, and I'm just like, well, fuck. Our players don't win contested headers anyway. So there's almost no way that we are going to win this one. And unfortunately, that was the case. The cross that came in, I thought I was going to block it. Nope, forget about it. Oh, unbelievable. That's, for one, how it hasn't been blocked, and then two, how the shot was put straight at Jack Rhodes and he saves it. They really have had, yeah, there you see it, the impeccable timing of the number of shots that they've taken today. As we're trying to get away, fucking hell, the pace is just... I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I mean, my team is reasonably quick, 70, 80-ish on average pace, but I just have no ability to break on a counter-attack. He's just come on here, Edwards. Oh, we have space. Surely. We'll sweat this one across and finally score. That was even close to the keeper too. And the fucking defender is absolutely taken out Fletcher after he scored as well. No worries, he gets back up and hits us with his trademark celebration. Inspired substitution, Edwards, who just came on, has once again cut it back for Fletcher. And that is a second for Ashley Fletcher. I'm genuinely now a bit disappointed and upset that we're going to lose him. Oh, that one's going to go out of bounds. I toe poke it away. There's probably no need. It probably would have gone out off of them anyway. They've made a substitution. They're the ones that have got to get it in. We're not letting them. And that is that. I think the referee's blown his whistle on this game and on this season. The first season with Masters FC comes to an end. And we finish with a 2-1 victory with the second string. We see Ashley Fletcher off. We see Charlie Adam, Craig Gardner, and a number of other players that will be leaving Masters FC this season. But they will be remembered as the original cast of this Masters FC side. But we get the victory, 2-1 to finish the season. And I think that means we finish with 108 points in League One. But that is that. That's the last competitive game of the season done. Now we get to all the fun stuff for the rounding up of the whole season. I'm going to go ahead and sign all the 18-year-olds that we have in our youth academy because there are a few of them. We'll promote O'Neill to the out of the youth academy. We'll promote Curran as well. Both of these players, though, are pretty much immediately going to get sold. I'm just going to say that. I'll just be completely honest with you. These 17-year-olds, I'm only going to promote until they say, hey, I want you to call me up. We get a grand total of 1.6 million in prize money for winning League One, and we also got that little boost to our rating because we've been exposing the brand well. But yeah, regardless, it is now Hunter going up to 72 overall now. Oakley Booth went up to a 68 before, obviously, and yeah, he's still cruising along. The only other player that's leaving as well looks like it's Nathan Dyer. I reckon he might be a player I can keep around for one more season, but it looks like I already tried to, and it hasn't worked out too well. Okay, maybe Nathan Dyer is going to go. Shame, because like as a player that had to fill in every now and again, he was pretty solid. But anyway, let's look now at the stats for the season. It is going to finish with Tom Ince getting 19 goals and 4 assists for the season. All of those coming in the league except for 1 assist that came in the Carabao Cup. We have Hunter. He was so close to tying Tom Ince, but no, Hunter just falls short despite scoring 4 goals in a game and just being overall insane. No, he ends up getting 18. Ryan Kent has got 14 goals, and then Tom Davies with 11. Sule Kaikai and Fletcher also chipping in with 7. Bloody Dyer with 5 and only 14 appearances, and then you have your supporting cast of goal scorers as well. Again, as we saw before, Davies with, of course, Ryan Kent, the only men that got double-digit goals and assists. Kent with 14 goals and 11 assists, and Tom Davies with 11 goals and 14 assists. So it's flipped. They both get 25 goals combined, but Davies got him in 10 more appearances. We can look at some of our, I guess, underperformers. 8 appearances for Dom Telford, 0 goals. Delfonso only played in 1 game, so that's unfair. All the defenders, even the fullbacks, not scoring goals, I'm not really going to be too critical of. Ashley Seal only got the 1. Brown, I thought, would have scored way more than just 1, and the only goal he scored was in the Invitational Cup. So in the pre-season, that's when he scored. I'm shocked by that, because I thought, wow, I genuinely thought that Marcus Brown had scored at least a competitive goal, but no, he technically in a weird way still hasn't scored his first competitive Masters FC goal. Charlie Adam has, but not Marcus Brown. Wow. Edwards ended up exploding into life toward the end too. He's a left mid, but I never play him there. I'm going to probably play him at centre attack in midfield, to be honest with you. I might convert him. So Gino Dest, 1 goal, 5 assists. It's okay. He's a great player, but I mean, still numbers-wise, maybe not incredible. Oakley Booth with just the 2 goals, 2 assists. Horton in very limited appearances did pretty well as well. So a few, surprising names, like performance-wise. But overall, Yeah, it's a mixed bag and some surprises, but you know, these were the four men really right here: Davies, Kent, Hunter, and Tom Ince, that were like the major driving factors behind our successful season. Growth-wise, of course, Hunter was the most improved player with 9. You got Travers with 7, Oakley Booth with 5, and then Destin Davies with 4. Not bad considering we barely trained, if even trained, Davies up at all. Glennon, as well as Edwards, Schofield, Brown, Ashley Seal up by 3. And then you got your supporting cast of +2, +1 players, and then a few overall drops, like Nathan Dyer's only just dropped to 68, and Adam as well. Adam's going to be going, and most likely Dyer's going to be leaving us too. A look at the league super quick. We finished with 108, Oxford United with 83, and it ended up being between Shrewsbury, Blackpool, Bolton, and Burton Albion. They were the ones that got in the top 6, so no Portsmouth, no Bristol Rovers, no Sunderland, unfortunately. They are stuck in League One next season. We look at the rest. You've got AFC Wimbledon and Fleetwood, Coventry, who are like top of League One in real life right now, only finished like mid-table. And the teams that ended up going down: Southend United were going down. They finished rock bottom. Tranmere Rovers, Rotherham United, and Wickham. Peterborough survives by a point. And the team that's coming up with us and Oxford United are Burton Albion, who take down Blackpool 2-1 in the final. That means we're going to be replacing Luton Town, Barnsley, and Hull City, who are dropping into League One, who ended up winning the championship. It's going to be Leeds United in first place, Fulham finish in second, and it was a battle between Swansea, Preston, Stoke, and Millwall as to who makes it into the Premier League. And speaking of the Premier League itself, holy shite. You've got Liverpool winning the league, Man City having a pretty decent season when you finish with 94 bloody points. Spurs 3rd, Manchester United 4th, Chelsea 5th, Arsenal 6th. Burnley had a cracking season. So did Bournemouth. What are some of the teams that we'll be playing in the championship? Wolves are relegated. Crystal Palace are going down, and so too are Watford. Wow, I'm shocked to see Wolves in the championship next season. Isn't that going to be a fun game? Anyway, Liverpool ended up winning the FA Cup as well. The Carabao Cup was won by Manchester United, who beat Liverpool on penalties. God, Liverpool nearly doing the English treble. And the Champions League was won by Spurs. Wow, they take down Atletico Madrid. Tottenham have got a European title. Let's have a bit of a recap too, by the way, so far of the career. We've got 1 league title so far from our first season. Our biggest result was that 5-1 win against Portsmouth, and our biggest defeat was that 4-0 loss to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. And at the moment, we have got 41 wins from 58 games played. That means that my win ratio from 58 games played and 41 wins, that is 70 bang on % pretty much. 70.8 if you want to get specific, but not bloody bad for your first season to crack 70. 60 is great. 70 is insane. I would say it's second to none. But we have finally made the end of the season. It is done. The first season with Masters FC is in the books. And ladies and gentlemen, there is just a little bit left for us to do before we begin the next season. I need to give out some season awards. Now, there are a few awards I am going to get you all to vote on. The first is best goal, the second is best assist, and the third one is the player of the season, where you all get to vote for who is the player of the season. And I've decided, for those of you that have been around for a while, you'll know what this is. The winner of the player of the season for Masters FC each and every season will be awarded with the J Bucks medal. The J Bucks medal is awarded to the most outstanding, best and fairest player in our team and the just outstanding performer of any given season. So I'm going to get you all to vote, but I'm going to give you 4 nominees. The first nominee is Tom Davies for Player of the Season, our new club captain, of course. He finished after 55 appearances with 11 goals, 14 assists, and 16 clean sheets. A very impressive thorough performance and thorough season. He was doing it on both ends, both offensively, creating, playmaking, and defensively. Just an overall brilliant season from our highest rated player. The second player nominated is Tom Ince. After scoring 19 goals and 3 assists, he did, of course, get the Golden Boot with 19 goals, our highest goal scorer in the club's first ever season. So he clearly had a fantastic season first time out. He scored a bulk of goals very early on, and there was another man that stepped back up and eventually scored quite a decent amount of goals toward the tail end of the end, or toward the end of the first season. That, of course, is Hunter, who finished with 18 goals and 9 assists from something like, I don't know, just under 40 appearances. He only made 33 appearances. That's nearly 20 appearances less than Tom Davies, and almost double-digit appearances behind Tom Ince, and of course, the fourth and final man nominated for the player of the season. And that man is Ryan Kent. We have 14 goals and 11 assists coming from 45 appearances. So the whole front three, the whole starting front three are nominated for player of the season. And then our club captain, our man in the middle, Tom Davies as well. It's between those four, and you can vote in the comment section down below. There will be a link to the Masters FC Twitter. Of course, you can vote in the poll there. There will also be a Google Drive or forum link as well, so you can vote there. You can vote in the comments. I'll probably even leave comments saying if you think Tom Ince should win, then like this comment. I'll do that for all 4 separate players. You can get your vote in so many different ways. I'll be looking at literally everything, counting it all up, and we will decide who wins player of the season and the first ever J-Bucks medal for Masters FC. We also, of course, have a few other things that we need to sort out, and that is, of course, the kit for next season. Our contract with New Balance is now up, so we are going to have to find a brand new brand sponsor. The good news for all of you that actually enjoy having New Balance as our brand sponsor is that they want to return for our season in the championship as well. However, they're not going to offer as much as these next two. Puma are interested in sponsoring us for the championship season, and so too are Umbro as well. Whereas New Balance are willing to offer us $2.5 million worth to sign for them for the year. Unfortunately, it looks like Puma and Umbro are going to offer us $5 million if we go with them. So if we want to be loyal to New Balance, we'll do that, but it's going to end up costing us $2.5 million less added to the budget for us to spend on players and whatnot. So we have a tough decision there. Do we go with New Balance, Puma, or do we go with Umbro? And finally, we have to choose a kit sponsor as well. Corona, our first ever shirt sponsors. Their kit will go down in history as the first ever Masters FC kit, and what a banger of a kit it has been for us this first season. But it's of course time for a new one, and is it maybe time for a new front shirt sponsor? Once again, Corona, it's the same deal. They are willing to offer us $2.5 million, but there are 2 others that are interested. The biggest restaurant in the world, or fast food restaurant, McDonald's, want to sponsor us. That will be $5 million added into the budget if we go with them. But we also have a third option, and that is Spotify. Spotify want to go and try to take the front of our shirt and sponsor us for the championship season. They too are offering the same amount as McDonald's as well. So do we stick with Corona, go for 2.5 mil, or do we go and change our sponsor from McDonald's, or maybe even potentially to go with Spotify either? Once again, in the forum down below, you will have the ability to vote for not just player of the season, goal of the season, and best assist and everything. You will be able to vote for the shirt sponsors as well, the brand sponsor, the front of the shirt sponsor, everything. So you are once again going to have your say in how next season's kit is going to look, who we're going to be sponsored by, who is going to win the awards and everything. I told you, haven't maybe got you as involved in the previous few episodes, but that's probably going to be the case on the run into to the end of most seasons anyway. But now, at the beginning of a brand new season, you guys are going to have so much input. Thank you everyone for watching the first season. I have had so much fun already, and I can't believe that we're only just finishing up the first season, you know? Like, it feels like it's gone so quickly, but we're straight into the championship. Hopefully it only gets bigger from here. Until the next video, the next episode, and the next season of the Creator Club Career Mode with Masters FC. My name is the Master Bucks. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later. Bye bye.